Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the factors affecting the equilibrium or in terms of Le-Chatelier's principle. Le-Chatelier principle states that if an equilibrium is subjected to change in concentration, temperature, pressure, etc., in that case the equilibrium will shift in that direction so as to cancel the effect of change imposed. मैं जो भी आप बदलाव लेके आओगे, इक्विलिब्रियम आ चुका था, आपने जानबूझ के कुछ ना कुछ बदलाव ले आए, या तो कंसंट्रेशन चेंज कर दिया, टेम्परेचर चेंज कर दिया, प्रेशर कर दिया, और एनी अदर चेंज. If the equilibrium is subjected to change in concentration, temperature, pressure, etc., in that case, the equilibrium will shift in that direction so as to cancel the effect of change imposed. But when you will change the equilibrium, in that case, we will not write it as K, it becomes Q. And we know that K is product over reactant. First factor is concentration. K is concentration of product over concentration of reactant. Equilibrium has been established, the value is constant. The value of equilibrium constant is constant for a given reaction at constant temperature. But at its own, you added some product in the reaction vessel. Means you disturb the numerator. As a result, the Q, it will not be K now, it will become Q. In that way, you increase the product. Numerator will increase when Q will be greater than K. And as I have already told you, if Q is greater than K, the equilibrium shifts in the backward direction or left side. And vice versa means, if you reduce the concentration, in that case Q will be less than K, the equilibrium shift towards the right or in a forward direction. Similarly, on increasing the concentration of reactant, if you will increase the concentration of reactant, the Q will be less than K. If Q is less than K, the equilibrium will shift towards right, means forward direction. And you will reduce the general. In general, we say on increasing the concentration, equilibrium shifts in opposite direction. If you will increase the concentration reactant, the concentration product means equilibrium shift towards right. If you will increase the concentration product, then equilibrium shift towards left, reactant side. And on reducing the concentration, equilibrium shift towards the same side. If you reduce the concentration of reactant, the equilibrium shift towards backward. If you reduce the concentration of product, the equilibrium shift towards right. Let us take an example which is also utilized in exhibition, operation without paint. There are two beakers. One of them contains ferric chloride, another contains sulfocyanide solution. And they told the operation without paint. First of all, the knife dip in the ferric chloride solution is applied on the arm. Colorless solution, almost. Then they take out the knife from which is dipped in the sulfocyanide. This is colorless solution. As soon as it came in contact, the color changes to blood red. Oh, so much bleeding. The operation is successful. They apply a cotton and wrap it, and they will charge 25-30 rupees in examination as a fun. But here we are studying about the reaction, how the change in concentration will affect the equilibrium. In this case, this is very, very light yellow solution. This is color solution, but this is not red color. The observed property is color. If the concentration of product increases, the red color intensity increases. If the concentration of product decreases, the red color intensity decreases. Equilibrium has been established. We have noted down. Now, on adding further either perichloride solution or sulfocyanide solution, the intensity of blood red coloration increases. It means we have increased either the concentration of this one or this one, but the concentration starts increasing this side. This justifies that on increasing the concentration of reactant and concentration of product increases. If you apply the same solution, the intensity of color decreases. Now let us take up the concept of reducing the concentration. Now, if to a mixture we add potassium chloride solution, potassium chloride is K positive actinide is quite reactive. It consumes unreacted Fe3 positive and forms FeF3. But this is not independent. We have reduced the concentration of Fe3 positive. The intensity of blood red color decreases. On reducing the concentration, equilibrium shift on the same side. That is in the backward direction. This justifies the Li-Chapman principle. Similarly, we inhale oxygen, exhale CO2. And the reaction is hemoglobin combines with oxygen and forms oxyhemoglobin. At lung site, the partial pressure of oxygen is high, and as a result, the equilibrium means partial pressure is high, means the concentration is high. More and more oxygen mixes with the blood and forms oxyhemoglobin. Then it moves at the tissue site. At tissue site, the oxygen partial pressure is low because their oxygen is consumed in the formation of carbon CO2. When this oxygen combines with carbohydrate and forms CO2 through Krebs cycles. At tissue site, the oxygen partial pressure is low, the concentration is less. It means the equilibrium shift toward backward direction. Hemoglobin decomposes to HbF4, and that O2 is combines with carbohydrate, forms CO2 and water and energy. At tissue site, there is a formation of CO2, carbohydrate, with oxygen, carbon dioxide, water and energy. At tissue site, this is the reaction. More and more CO2 combines with water and form carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid mixes with blood, hemoglobin. And then it moves toward the lung side, and lung side the CO2 partial pressure is low. If CO2 partial pressure is low, means the concentration is low. In that way, more and more H2CO3 decomposes to give CO2, and hence CO2 is exhaled. This is the mechanism by which we inhale oxygen and exhale CO2. In lower classes, we were told that after taking a food, we have to clear our mouth either with a water or with a brush. At least after consuming sweet or any other chocolate, etc. And it is a good habit. Then, as you grow up, then otherwise there is a tooth decay problem takes place. In 10th, again, there is a further explanation. Now there is further explanation that teeth are nothing but calcium hydroxyapatite, calcium phosphate and calcium hydroxide. So this is the mineral which is active. And under normal condition, there is an equilibrium. 5 calcium, 3 phosphate, and 1 hydroxide ion. There is a gradual demineralization reaction is taking place, and hence the teeth size is stationary or a fixed size. But if you are habited after consuming the sweet material or the chocolate, etc., after few years you will observe the problem of decay. Why? The saliva they ultimately form tartar, means acids, and that acid combines with hydroxide ions. The acid combines with hydroxide ions and forms water. The OH ions are neutralized by the H positive formed by the hydrolysis of or by the of carbohydrates, sugar materials, or any other materials. Means the product concentration is reduced. As a result, the equilibrium shift towards the right. This is insoluble. This is insoluble. These are soluble. As the more and more the calcium hydroxide decomposes to this one, as the size of this one reduces, and after a few years you will observe a cooling sensation, which is also painful, heating sensation, again that are harmful. तो गर्म चीज़ खाते हैं तब भी बहुत ज़्यादा महसूस होता है आपके दांतों को, तो ठंडी चीज़ खाते हैं वो भी दिखाई जाता है, क्योंकि ऊपर से एनेमल उतर चुका है काफ़ी सारा, और नीचे जो उनसे नर्व्स हैं वहाँ तक हीट आसानी से पहुँच रही है, इतना इंसुलेशन नहीं रहा, और एज ए कूलिंग और हीटिंग सेंसेशन दोनों ही आप किसी ढंग से आप अच्छी चीज़ का मज़ा ले ही नहीं पा रहे, उसका कारण ये। और जैविक टैंक में था कि टूथपेस्ट के अंदर कैसा मटेरियल, बेसिक मटेरियल डालते हैं, वो यही कारण है कि जो माउथ के अंदर जो एसिडिक सब्सटेंस है दैट आर न्यूट्रलाइज्ड बाय दिस वन, बाय द पेस्ट, तो आपके टीथ के कंजम्पशन नहीं होता। तो ये बोला कि रात को टाइम कुछ भी ना करें, कम से कम कुल्ला जरूर कर लीजिए, पानी के साथ वॉशिंग जरूर कर लीजिए अगर आप अपने टीथ को बचाना चाहते हैं। नहीं तो कुछ ईयर्स क्या आफ्टर 35-40 ईयर्स, कुछ तो आजकल देख रहा हूँ बच्चे इवन 10 to 12 ईयर्स के बच्चों का टीथ खराब हो रहा है। क्यों? अभी माँ बाप ने बचपन में उनको ऐसी मटेरियल खिलाना शुरू कर दिया, सुबह दोपहर शाम चॉकलेट खा लेगा, कोई और चीज़ खा लेगा, पर उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस पता चल रहा है। नेक्स्ट इज वॉल्यूम। वॉल्यूम और प्रेशर के लिए हमें पहले ये देखना पड़ेगा कि प्रोसेस कैसी है, वॉल्यूम इंक्रीजिंग प्रोसेस है या वॉल्यूम डिक्रीजिंग प्रोसेस है। होमोजेनियस रिएक्शन, दिस इज होमोजेनियस रिएक्शन, and one volume to volume changes to two volume. From coefficient we have decided all are same case. 4 volume changes to volume. Therefore, this is volume decreasing process. In this case, combustion. Ammonia with steam gives this one at a very high temperature. 4 plus 5, 9 volume. On this is 10 volume. This is volume increasing process. N2 gas plus O2 gas 2 NO. All are gases. This is neither volume increasing nor decreasing. We have to first of all understand the type of process. CH4 gas plus 2S2 gas, CS2 gas plus 2S2 gas. 1, all are gases. 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 2, 3. Neither volume increasing nor decreasing. CO gas plus 2S2 gas, CH4, all are gases, but 3 volume changes to 1 volume, volume decreasing process. H2O liquid changes to H2O solid. This is an exception. Otherwise, liquid, whenever liquid changes to solid, there is a decrease in volume. But this is an exception in the formation of ice. volume increases. We studied in class 9 and the 11th also. घर में एक्सपेरिमेंट कर सकते हैं. बीकर के अंदर, ग्लास के अंदर, कटोरी के अंदर पानी लीजिए, लेवल मार्क कीजिए, फ्रीजर के अंदर रखोगे, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा. तभी तो आइस फ्लो कर रही है. डेंसिटी कम है. डेंसिटी कैसे कम होगी? मास तो वही है, वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा. डेंसिटी इज मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम. मास आप या तो ना फ्रीजर में रखकर पानी का मास बढ़ जाएगा, पानी का मास थोड़ा बढ़ेगा, वॉल्यूम बढ़ा, डिनोमिनेटर बढ़ा, तो इसलिए डेंसिटी कम होगी. तो यही कारण है पानी के अंदर आइस फ्लो करती है. तो ये एक्सेप्शन है. अदरवाइज रूटीन के अंदर मोल्टन आयरन चेंजेस टू सॉलिड आयरन, वॉल्यूम डिक्रीजेस. लिक्विड सल्फर चेंजेस सॉलिड सल्फर, वॉल्यूम डिक्रीजेस. बट इन दिस केस द वॉल्यूम इंक्रीजेस. कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट, here is solid HCl, CO2 due to formation of gas, volume exceptionally increases. बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ेगा. बढ़ेगा तो सही, लेकिन सॉलिड को हम लेंगे नहीं. सॉलिड का मास तो ना के बराबर होगा गैस का मास. वॉल्यूम इंक्रीजेस. तो हमने ये समझ रहे हैं क्या मीनिंग है वॉल्यूम इंक्रीजिंग और वॉल्यूम डिक्रीजिंग प्रोसेस. Now, in case of volume increasing process, if you increase the volume, you move the piston outwards side, the equilibrium towards shift towards right or forward. जैसे process वैसे ही काम करोगे, forward direction. उल्टा काम करोगे, backward direction. In a volume increasing process, if you increase the volume, the equilibrium shift towards right. But in volume increasing process, we decrease the volume, the equilibrium shift towards left, backward direction. Similarly, in a volume decreasing process, if you decrease the volume, क्या करेंगे? पिस्टन को नीचे ले जाए, shift towards right. And if we increase the volume, left. And the process which is neither volume increasing nor decreasing, in that case change in volume unable to disturb the equilibrium. In this case, this is a volume decreasing process. You have to reduce the volume to get the more and more product. If you increase the volume, the equilibrium shift towards left. In this case, if you reduce the volume towards left, the volume increasing process. If you reduce the volume, then left, and if you increase the volume towards right. In this case, there is no effect. Either we increase the volume or decrease the volume. In this case, there is no effect. In this case, if we decrease the volume, the equilibrium shift towards right. If we increase the volume, towards right. And so on. हमें पता चल गया कैसे वॉल्यूम. वॉल्यूम एंड प्रेशर कैसे होगा? बिकॉज P is inversely proportional to volume. In a volume decreasing process, वॉल्यूम डिक्रीज कैसे करेंगे? प्रेशर बढ़ा देंगे. प्रेशर बढ़ाएंगे, पिस्टन अपने आप नीचे जाएगा. In a volume decreasing process, high pressure shift the equilibrium towards the right or forward direction. But if we lower the pressure, lower pressure से क्या होगा? वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा. उल्टा काम कर दिया, लेफ्ट साइड में चला जाएगा, backward direction. In volume increasing process, high pressure shift towards left and low pressure towards the right. And the process which is neither volume increasing nor decreasing, pressure has no role to play. Means change the pressure unable to disturb equilibrium. Or more precisely, in this case, this is volume decreasing. You have to maintain high pressure to get more and more ammonia. अगर आपने प्रेशर कम कर दिया, अमोनिया बनेगा नहीं, अमोनिया डिकम्पोज होगा. In this case, you have to low down the pressure, low pressure. In case of high pressure, the equilibrium shift backward direction. In this case, the pressure has no role to play. In this case, high pressure shift the equilibrium towards right. In this case, you have to maintain low pressure, either in ice factory or in house. The ice formation takes place in open vessel. They are not sealed. In this case, you have to maintain low pressure. Next factor is temperature. In case of temperature, first of all, we have to understand again the what is exothermic process, what is endothermic process. Exothermic means evolution of heat takes place. The vessel temperature increasing means A gives B plus heat, and thermodynamically write it as A gives B and delta H is net. Heat is already given out. Now if you will increase the temperature, means you are increasing this component, that you will shift backward direction. If you lower down the temperature, then you will shift towards forward direction. Endothermic process, X plus heat gives Y. Temperature decreases. Like dissolution of sugar, salt in water, और thermodynamically varied gas. हाई टेम्परेचर शिफ्ट द इक्विलिब्रियम, क्योंकि अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ा तो इधर का कंपोनेंट बढ़ाया लेकिन इधर चला. हाई टेम्परेचर शिफ्ट द इक्विलिब्रियम टुवर्ड्स राइट और फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन एंड वाइस वर्सा. And the process which is neither exothermic nor endothermic, in that case temperature has no role to play, like the fusion of gases. गर्मियाँ सर्दियाँ एयर के अंदर गैसेस ऑटोमोबाइल एग्जॉस्ट से अपने आप मिक्सअप होते हैं. In a simple, they are neither exothermic nor endothermic. PCl5 change of PCl3 personality. It decomposes. Technical purpose of decomposition is generally endothermic process. Means if you maintain the high temperature, the equilibrium towards right. In case you maintain the low temperature, the formation of PCl5 takes place rather than this. Similarly, in this the decomposition is taking place at high temperature, the forward direction, low temperature, backward direction. H2O gas changes to H2O liquid, exothermic process. Liquid to gas, endothermic, gas to liquid, exothermic. So you have to maintain low temperature. You cannot condense the water vapor maintaining 0 degrees Celsius. You can low temperature. Sorry. You will get the condensation takes place at low temperature. You cannot get liquid water at 100 degrees Celsius or more. This is also exothermic reaction. So you have to maintain high temperature to get this reaction. In case you maintain the low temperature, the backward reaction takes place. Now another factor is addition of inert gases. Addition of inert gases. Or noble gases. But under what condition? At constant pressure or constant volume. There are two possibilities. Suppose the reaction is taking place and in this vessel the equilibrium has been established between nitrogen, hydrogen and ammonia, and the reaction is nitrogen plus hydrogen gives 2NH3, all are gases. Since the equilibrium is established, the piston position is constant. Here is constant pressure. Now, and adding some helium or neon, the piston moves upward side. इक्विलिब्रियम आ चुका था, मैंने अपने तरफ से कुछ गैस डाल दी, इस हाइड्रोजन नियॉन का कोई रिएक्शन से लेना देना है ही नहीं. देयर इज नो रिएक्शन बिटवीन हाइड्रोजन हीलियम विद हाइड्रोजन और अमोनिया, but due to increase in partial pressure the piston moves upward side. So in this case, in case of volume increasing process, equilibrium shifts in forward direction, while in volume decreasing process, equilibrium shifts in backward direction. Now this is volume decreasing process. In this case, the equilibrium shift towards backward direction, left side. With the same reaction, this one is there. If this reaction is there, 4NH3. This is volume increasing process. Then the equilibrium shift in the forward direction. Another is at constant volume. Volume of the vessel is fixed. No piston. Suppose the equilibrium is attained between nitrogen, ammonia, or any other case. And on adding helium or neon, there is no increase or decrease in volume. Gas cannot increase or decrease the volume of a vessel. जैसे आपके घर में गैस सिलेंडर है, ये नहीं तो जब घर में स्टार्टिंग में सिलेंडर बहुत फूला हुआ था, जो गैस का काम करते हैं सिलेंडर श्रिंक हो गया, ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ क्या, क्योंकि मेटालिक वेसल है. It means there is no change in volume, there is no change in concentration, hence the equilibrium remain unaffected. Whether the volume is increasing or decreasing or neither increase or decreasing. If the inert gas is added at constant volume, in that case there is no effect on equilibrium. But if the inert gas is added at constant pressure, in that case equilibrium will disturb if either the process is volume increasing or decreasing. And in case the process is neither volume increasing nor decreasing, in that case there is no effect